Hi, Clara. So, just going to go over what we did there on the first lesson. So we did 3 chords. They were E minor, first of all. So we've got first finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, okay? Then middle finger, 2nd fret on the 4th string, all right? And this one, unlike most of the basic chords, does use all 6 of the strings, okay? Now, when it comes to just posture and how you should be holding your fingers down, right? So first of all, you want to get your fingers as close to the fret as you possibly can, right? Now, obviously, with the middle finger in the way here, you can't really get your first finger up to the fret, but just as close as you can, right? Basically, the closer you are to the fret, the less pressure you need to get a clean note, right? So it always just makes it a little bit easier when you're right up to the fret. Next thing is you want to be on the very tip of your finger, not on the pad, the very tip, and standing up straight, right? So to get a bit picky about it, this last bit of your finger here should be about perpendicular to the fretboard, okay? Because that way it's got the least chance possible of touching the strings adjacent to it, right? So right up to the fret, standing up straight, and then of course a lot of pressure, right? You always got to squeeze it down. Okay, so next chord is G. So what we're going to do for G is and remember that you're not just practicing playing chords, right? You're practicing going from one chord to the next chord. That's really important, okay? So from E minor, we're going to get the middle finger out of the way here, slide the first finger right up to the fret now that it has room. Second finger, 3rd fret on the 6th string, then 3rd finger all the way down to the 3rd fret on the 1st string, okay? Now, you can, if you want, kind of bend your finger in that way. Some people find that helps to kind of keep these 2 here, but then get this one down and not kind of bent out over the strings like that. So you can kind of just get this inward kind of bend on your 3rd finger. That helps for some people. And then the other one we did was D. So this one, right, you want to kind of come in almost with a kind of a handshake kind of angle on your wrist, right? Because if you come in with a normal angle, like a flat angle like that, your fingers won't really line up against the fret, right? But if you turn it over like this, then the 2 of them are right up to the fret, okay? And then 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, the one in between these 2. So first and 3rd fingers here, 1st and 3rd string, sorry, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd string with your 3rd finger there, right? Now you got to be kind of careful with how you put down your 3rd finger, right? So a good way to look at it is there should only be the tiniest little gap between your 3rd finger and the 3rd string when you're doing D, right? So you can see there that there's a fair few millimeters between the G string and my 3rd finger. So it's touching the 1st now, right? So I just want to get it up out of the way of that 1st string. So you see there, just a tiny little gap between your 3rd finger and the G string. And if your finger is up like that and standing up straight, then you should be able to get that 1st string note. Okay, so when it comes to strumming then, all you need to do is keep moving down, up, down, up, down, up regularly the whole time, right? And you make the rhythms a bit more interesting, you know, give it like kind of a strumming pattern or something like that by skipping some of them, right? So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you just do something really simple like that, we're skipping all the ups, right? So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you see the way I'm just going down, up, down, up, down, up constantly, and I'm just missing a few of them, right? So I'm not doing this. You know, stop and start and stop and like that, because that's not regular. You got to keep the movement regular. That's the only thing you need to get right about strumming. Okay, so just all I want you to do is change from one chord to the next, over and over and over and over again. And if you can, try and put a little bit of a rhythm to them. So just do it in 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and so on. Okay, but the main thing is going from one chord to the next, over and over and over again. And so that should keep you tied over until next week. All right, have a good one. See you then.